Good morning, students. Now we will learn about the magnetic field. So before learning the magnetic field, you should know the history of the magnet. So first we will start with the history. You might have read in the lower class that there was a shepherd. He was moving along with his sheep and he was carrying one stick. Usually the shepherds, they used to carry one stick which contains a metallic object at the end of the stick. So that stick was getting attracted to some of the pieces of the rock. So he found that there is some attractive property between that metallic object and the pieces of the rock. So later on this was named as magnet. Actually that shepherd belongs to the district Magnesia in Asia. So from there also the word magnetite has come. And one more reason for naming the magnet was from the magnetic oxide of iron, that is Fe3O4. Magnetic oxide of iron, that is Fe3O4, it is named as, or it is called as magnetite. So from here the word magnet has originated. Okay. Sometimes this magnet, it is also known as lodestone, yeah, lead stone. What it is said as? Lead stone. Because why it is said to be a lead stone? Because whenever the people who were moving on the ships, it is used to show the direction. If north and south direction can be known, then the east and west can be calculated. So that is why it is also said to be a leading stone which shows the direction. Sometimes it is also said to be a kissing stone. What it is said as? What it is said as? Kissing stone. In Hindi we say chumbak. So kissing stone, because it is always getting attracted towards the metallic object. Okay. So from here the name magnet has been originated. In China, they have also conducted number of experiments. So with the help of that silk, they have attached that magnet, and they found that that object always shows the north and south direction. Even when they have rotated also, again that object was showing the north and south direction. So from that they have concluded that it always points towards the geographic north, and it other end of that magnet always shows the geographic south. So they named as North Pole and South Pole. Okay? So magnet has how many poles? Two poles, North Pole and South Pole. North Pole always point towards the geographic north, and South Pole always point towards the geographic south. Okay? And remember one more thing, if we break the magnet, we have learned that magnet has how many poles? Two poles. If we break the magnet, then what will happen? Again it will have the two poles. This will north, south, this is south, again this is north. Means magnetic poles cannot be separated. Even if we break into minute and minute piece also, then that small minute piece will also have the two poles. So remember one thing, that magnetic monopoles cannot be separated. Even the finest particle will also have two poles, that is the north and south pole. After that, north pole and north poles, they repel each other, and north and south, they attract each other. So remember that like poles repel each other. Like poles means north-north repulsion, south-south repulsion. Okay? Like poles means north-north repulsion, and south-south there will be a repulsion. And unlike poles means north and south, when they are brought closer, they will attract each other. So this is also 2. So remember two properties. Every magnet has how many poles? Two poles. And like poles repel each other, and unlike poles, they attract each other. Okay? In this way. Now, what is magnetic field? There was a concept of magnetic field. What is magnetic field? So, magnetic field means it is the space around a magnet in which magnetic attraction or repulsion can be observed. You might have seen that children playing with the magnet, when they keep the magnet in the sand, the iron particles getting attracted towards it. So, what is magnetic field? It is the space around the magnet in which magnetic attraction or repulsion can be experienced. This concept can also be, or this definition can also be interpreted in another way. Oersted, remember the Oersted experiment. So this definition can also be written in another way, that it is the space around the current carrying wire. Space around the current carrying wire, because the wire in which current was flowing and the magnetic compass was placed nearer to it. So that compass was sometimes showing the deflection towards the wire and sometimes away from the wire. So that can also be written as the definition of magnetic field, that it is the space around the current carrying wire. Here what is meant by the field? Field means the area, the space around the wire or the space around the magnet in which attraction or repulsion can be experienced. Let us see one more concept, magnetic field lines. Magnetic field lines. Actually, magnetic field lines are not seen. These are imaginary lines. This concept was developed by Michael Faraday. When we bring the two magnets closer, so what we will observe, either attraction or repulsion. So in order to represent that attraction or repulsion, we are using the concept of magnetic field lines. Okay. In NCERT book there is one activity. One magnet is placed and magnetic compass. When magnetic compass, you know that magnetic compass has two poles, north and south pole. So when you will place the magnetic compass over the north end, what you will observe? You will observe that the south pole of the magnetic compass, it is getting attracted towards the north pole. And this is the south pole and this is the north pole. Again, you will make certain dots. Again, you will place the compass somewhere. So again, the south end will show getting attracted towards the north. So in this way, it will form a closed loop, which shows that certain imaginary lines are there which are starting from the north and entering towards the south. So what are magnetic field lines? These are imaginary lines. These are imaginary lines which do not really exist, but what they represent is the reality, that how magnetic field is flowing from one end to the other end. Okay, now we will learn some of the properties of the magnetic field lines. First property is that magnetic field lines are closed continuous curves. Closed continuous curves means the magnetic field lines, they start from the north pole and end towards the south pole outside, and even inside the magnetic field is from the south pole towards the north pole. So in this way these field lines are closed continuous curves. You might have seen that when a magnet is placed in the sand, so more number of the iron particles are getting attracted towards the south end and north end, and very less number are attracted on the middle of the magnet. So here this north pole and south pole, they have more strength, or their magnetic field is stronger. Here also magnetic field is there, but it is lesser. So magnetic field lines are closed continuous curves. That means they start from the north to the south, and inside it is from south to north. So in the NCERT book there is one diagram. Okay, draw the magnetic field lines around a magnet. So you have to draw very carefully. You have to draw these lines also. Okay, that magnetic field lines are coming out from the north and entering into the south poles. Okay. Second, tangent to the magnetic field lines represent the direction of the magnetic field. So if you will draw a tangent, so it will represent the direction of the magnetic field. Okay. Third, no two magnetic field lines never intersect each other. This is a very important question in the board exam. Many times this question has come. See here, if two magnetic field lines intersect each other, then suppose if two magnetic field lines intersect, then what will happen? In the property number 2, we have learned that tangent to magnetic field lines represent the direction of the magnetic field. So in this line we will draw the tangent over here. In this line we will draw the tangent over here. So what will happen? At a single point, magnetic field are having two directions, so which is not possible. At a single point, two magnetic field lines are having two different directions, which is not possible. Therefore, two magnetic field lines never intersect each other. And remember this thing also, while drawing the magnetic field lines, never show. Sometimes what the children they used to do, they show the intersection, which shows that by yourself you are showing that magnetic field lines intersect each other. That means that is a wrong diagram. So when you are drawing the magnetic field lines around a bar magnet, draw very carefully. Okay. Fourth property. See here, if more crowding of the magnetic field lines, crowding means, see in the north pole and the south pole, large number of magnetic field lines are entering and leaving. In the north pole, many magnetic field lines are coming out. Here, many magnetic field lines are entering. So here, the crowding means bheed. Crowding. If there is a more crowd, then that represents stronger magnetic field. If there is a less crowd, then it represents the weak magnetic field. Okay. Thank you.